Hello, everyone, and welcome. There's my headphones. Give me just a second. All right, let's try this again. Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Marissa, and I am known here on YouTube and over on Instagram as the Crafty Heifer. Now, is Tia here or Crashly? Because this is for them. We had a little bit of a bet going on, and the other night we got together, the retreat group got together, and Tia did a full glam face look, and so she maybe challenged me and Crashly to do it as well. I'm not sure exactly how it happened, but I got conned into doing this. So I have done full glam. I'm wearing my eyelashes. You can't really see them. I don't have super dramatic ones like Tia does. Mine are not purple, but this is my full glam look. I put on lipstick for you, girl. I hope you know I love you. Yes, I'm wearing lots and lots of makeup. So yeah, lots and lots of makeup. I went for a dramatic fall eye. So it's purple on the lid and then lots of browns and oranges in the crease and carried it up. Wearing a natural lip not to retract from the eye. Put on my lashes and we are rocking it, okay? So, but you're not going to get to see me the whole time because, yeah. So let me switch my cameras back over. Give me a second. You did not lose me. There we go. And webcam. So I hope everybody enjoyed that little sneaky peek. I don't know if Tia's here or not, but she will watch it, I am sure, afterwards. Okay. So I am working on, or I'm going to be working on the same one I was working on earlier, Live and Love to the Fullest. And this is a crafty mint. This was part of what was our retreat gifts that Jen was able to get for us. So I'm going to go back and say hello to everyone as they come in. Hello, Danielle. Hi, Camilla. Welcome back. There's Deanne and Victoria. Hello. And Odd But Nice. There's Diamond Queen. Hello. The Uncrafty Crafter. Hey, Jenny. Hello, Maricia. Is it Maricia Alexander? Because that's how I'm looking at it. But if it's Marissa, let me know. Hello, Dawn. Welcome. There's Lisbel. There's But Lazy. Hello, Crystal. Hello, Christy. Ooh, I thought I messed that up. Hi, Marilyn. There's Wolfpack and Billy. Hey, Billy. There's Crashly. She got to see it. There's Dawn Marie. There's Cal. Hi, Cal. How you feeling, babe? Yes. Lots of makeup. Elizabeth. Hello. Dance. No, there will be no dancing because Heifer took her bra off. I don't want to give myself a black eye. So there won't be any dancing on Heifer's channel. Hello, Mickey. Thank you. Oh, y'all are so sweet. It's a lot of fun. I have not done a full face of makeup since March. I went to a wedding in March, the weekend that the whole shutdown happened, like the toilet paper shortage and all that. That weekend, I was at a wedding. And so that was the last time I did a full face of makeup. Hello, Sylvia. Welcome. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Thank you so much. There's Robert. There's Shalene. Hello. Robin Schneider. Yeah, I know what that means, Crashly. I know exactly what that means. There's Crystal. Hello, Crystal and Vanessa. There's Angie. Hey, hun. Love and hugs going out to you and your family, Angie. There's Jill and Cynthia. Hello. There's Drea. Are you feeling any better at all, Drea? Are you still? Because, I mean, when I had that, it knocked me on my butt for a full week. So I know how it feels. There's Tebecca, my favorite girl from the Carolinas. And Dawn Marie, hello. There's Jerry. Hey, Jerry. And Kelly. Hi, Kelly. Yes, you pronounce the extra I, so it is Maricia. Okay. I love it. I've never seen it done that way. I love it. There's Nana. Hello, Nana. Great live earlier. And there's Drea's going to be working and lurking. Thank you. There's Melanie. Hello. Welcome, everyone. Hello, Sky. Working and lurking. Kara's going to be working and lurking. No problem. There's Yvonne. All right. So after I did all my makeup and stuffed my face because, you know, I was having a little blood sugar issue there. Lighting is going to change. Give it just a second. I've got to get another. I don't have enough USB plugs on the computer. Let's put it that way. So in order to plug in the light pad, I have to unplug the lamp. Okay, so I'm going to continue doing this. But one of the things I did after I did my makeup is I went ahead and rebagged. I opened my sparklers. These are the original sparklers that we also got as part of our swag for the retreat. And I am going to go ahead and put these in these circles here. So this is my first time using sparklers. I know, don't clutch your pearls. It's okay. I got it. I'm loving these. I think they're going to be gorgeous. So let's go ahead and lay these down. I think we're going to do these one at a time and see how that looks on one of these. And if we like it, then we'll do the other ones. And I'll have to order the red ones for the other part of the painting that I want to do. So for those of you that weren't here this morning, let me try this again. I'm acting like everybody was here, and I know some of you aren't. That's okay. So this is the painting I'm doing. So what I'm wanting to do is put these originals in for these little confetti things. And then I want to order the 666 red sparklers for this red and like the ampersand, and then this over here, to get everybody all caught up on what I'm doing. So yeah, please send out some hearts. Let's put up some hearts in the chat for everyone that is just going through a rough time right now. For Kara, who wasn't able to go on with us in the DP-thon this morning, and all of that. So anybody that needs a little bit of extra love, let's go ahead and flood the chat with some hearts, please, so that you know how much you are loved and missed. Oh yeah, I'm going to like that. Okay. Let's keep going while the hearts flood the chat, and I'm going to go back and read what I missed while y'all are doing that. Y'all, I clean up pretty well. I just don't do it very often because it's a lot of work. I stood in the bathroom for like 45 minutes doing makeup. I mean, come on. Ain't nobody got time for that on a day-to-day. So Drea says, not really. I have no energy. If I get up and move, I'm wore out. Yep, that's what that feels like. Absolutely. I had that for about a month after I had I'm going to call it turducken, just so you all know what I'm talking about. We don't talk about the C19. We call it turducken. And I picked that up from one of my podcasts. So after I had turducken back in February, I had that fatigue for quite a while, for about a month or so. So I completely understand, Drea. Angie says she's going to get her butt out of this bed and get to diamond painting. You'll feel better. Yeah, you always feel better when you get up and you're productive somehow. Always, always, even when you hate doing it. So Mistria says she is working and lurking. Hey, girl. And make sure I didn't miss anybody. Elizabeth Inslee says, losing the sparkler virginity deserves cowbell. All right, just a little one, though. Little mini cowbell. There we go. Mini cowbell. Elizabeth, you're a mess, but I love you for it. If I missed you coming in, I do apologize. I think I saw somebody. Autistic Perspective, hello. If I missed you, I apologize. There's Robert. Oh, and I'm not in live chat. My bad. You would think I'd have it together by now, but I don't. So Drea says she misses her kids and sleeping next to your husband. Yeah, but you definitely don't want the babies to get it. So it's just one of those things. I apologize if you can hear that noise coming through. That is the chat. One of the chats that I'm in. I'm in quite a few. and they are messaging each other, so I don't know how to turn that off, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to make it work. So, well, welcome, Autistic Perspective. Everyone is always welcome here. We do our best to be kind to each other and to respect each other, even when we don't agree. That's what I'm all about. And we are going to have a great time. So I want to start with a couple of thank yous. Some of you will have heard these already. Some of you will not have. So thank you, a special thank you for the DP-a-thon, all of the creators for doing such a good job and working together and making this a successful event. I had to step back a little bit this week. I had some other stuff come up that was a little more urgent. And so they, Pippa and Crashly and several of them really stepped up to help each other out. Everybody just did what I asked them to do. And, it was fantastic. I always like doing these events because everybody is so good to each other. So thank you so much for that. And special thank you to Crashly and Pippa for stepping in when needed and helping each other out. Okay. So we're going to go back to the 310 life now that we've got some sparklers down. Welcome, Cynthia. Everybody, welcome. Yeah, this is awesome. This is what DP-a-thon's about. It's about meeting new creators, hanging out with your friends. It's basically, when we started these, we've been doing these for 2 years now. So this is our 8th event, our 8th DP-a-thon. And when we started these, it was a fairly small community still. And we kind of wanted to do something like a retreat, but because we live all over the world, we knew that wasn't necessarily going to be possible for everybody. And so these DP-a-thons kind of started as our answer to a retreat to begin with. And then we finally got to have retreats, which most people still can't get to. And that's okay. But this is a way to kind of have a mini retreat in your house with your friends. And we go almost a full 36 hours. It is a lot of time. And you can get a lot done if you are diligent about sitting and working, which I'm not always diligent about that. I get distracted and start doing other things. So after I get off here today, I will start cleaning my house because it is not cute. It's not cute at all right now. Everything just needs to be put away in its home and just to get reorganized and all of that kind of stuff. Floors vacuum, trash out, all of the boring adult stuff that we have to do to maintain things. I need to start some laundry as well. So all of that's going to happen. This weekend, today or tomorrow. I don't have to miss the events tomorrow. I thought I was going to because we were going to have our St. Jude thank you party for our committee for St. Jude. And we ended up having to cancel because of the death in the family. So we will reschedule that. So I will be able to be there tomorrow afternoon. I thought I wasn't going to be able to, but it worked out. I'm not glad that somebody's passed, but it will work out that I'll get to be here for the full event. So that's good news. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Thank you so much. Hey, Cheryl and Tippy Joy. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Oh, y'all are welcome. I do the things I do because I enjoy doing them. I'm good at organizing and I like giving back. And that is my way to do all of those things in one. So if I didn't do it, someone else would, and that's okay. But if I'm in a position to help, I can. No problem, Jenny. Go ahead and do your thing. Yeah, I completely understand. Hello, Marie, and welcome. All right, so I said some thank yous. earlier this morning, we did some Wednesday wins or weekend wins, if you wanted to call them that. We can do that again if you guys are interested. I'm not sure how many of you were there this morning and how many of you weren't. But we could do that again. Now, let's talk about the little thing that I have set aside. So, one of the things I really enjoy doing is playing games. So, Fee did a really cool Aussie slang thing this morning, and Mickey did some thankful questions. And I'm all about focusing on the positive and encouraging each other and just being each other's strength and support, because I definitely am a believer in families of choice. Because while I have some really awesome relatives, I have some really not awesome relatives as well. And so sometimes your families of choice are closer than your families of blood. And I'm a believer in that. So always keep that in mind. So I have two different things that we can play today. I kind of want to play Family Feud, because when I think of the holidays, there was always some kind of something that happened. Like, there's always that one family member that's got to cause some drama. You know what I mean? Whether they burned to something or their food is like, so here in the South, you know, the big question is, well, who made this? Yeah, that family member that nobody wants to eat their potato salad because it's not good. That kind of stuff. So we have Family Feud, or we have the celebrity name guessing game. Which one of these would you guys be interested in playing? Hello, Mallory. Yeah, or the mac and cheese is dry, or they don't put something in a dish that should be in the dish, or like the worst thing for me is when the deviled eggs are too mustardy and then they're like bitter and it's like biting into a lemon. It's not okay. It's not okay. All right, so Victoria votes for Family Feud. Any other votes? Everybody feel free to chime in. Family Feud, you have no idea about celebrities. Kelly votes for Family Feud. Sylvia also votes for Family Feud. I think we're going to have a winner in Family Feud. Oh, Lisa got controversial. She said name game. Hey, Charlotte Van, how are you? Girl, it has been like 47 hot minutes since I've seen you. How are you doing? All right, so it looks like we're doing Family Feud, you guys. Hello, Chaos. How are you doing? Vanessa. All right, so we're going to do some Family Feud. Now, do you guys want to play on teams, or do you want to just answer? Either one is okay with me. If I can get the box open. Just answer, just answer. Okay. So it looks like we're just answering some questions. So I will do this and I'll continue to talk about what I was talking about. If I can remember what all I was talking about. Let's go ahead and give these a good shuffle. All right. Oh, knocking the phone down. Doing all kinds of stuff. These don't shuffle quite as well as a playing deck. Okay. Here we go. Name an occasion that just wouldn't be the same without hot dogs. Name an occasion that just wouldn't be the same without hot dogs. We'll see what you guys come up with. So this morning we talked about the DP-thon. We had some last minute changes this morning. We had some changes yesterday as well. So make sure that you are in the updated playlist. I'm pretty sure it updates on all the way across the board once I update it. But it's on several people's channels. The main one is here on my channel. And if you click in, it'll take you on to the next person in the list. You don't have to click out and go find their channel and click in. Just stay on the playlist after this live ends, and it will automatically take you to the next person in line. Which is why we go through and make a playlist every time. And then if you need to leave and come back later, you can click into that playlist, and it will tell you who is live currently. And it makes it easy to find everybody. Okay, here we go. So the question was, name an occasion that just wouldn't be the same without hot dogs. And we have 4th of July, which is not on here, surprisingly. A baseball game. Well, it does say holiday. We'll count 4th of July as a holiday. Baseball game is on here, number 1. Bonfire night. We don't have bonfire night here, Lisa, so I didn't know y'all had hot dogs for that. We might call that a cookout or a barbecue, though. Parties on the beach, a picnic. So, yeah, a barbecue, a picnic. The other one said a wedding or a party. I've never had hot dogs at a wedding. That doesn't mean you can't. Maybe that's your thing. Maybe that's your jam. That's all right, too. Lay down some more drills so that I'm not only laying down a handful. Most of this painting is 310, so I'm not real concerned about how fast I get it done or anything like that. It'll get done when it gets done. Or it might be like my Victoria's Moon and never get finished. That's okay, too. Pigs in a blanket. Okay. So there's one question. Here's the next question. Remember where I put my deck. Name something like coffee that can be murder on your stomach. Something like coffee that can be murder on your stomach. So what do you guys have problems digesting? That didn't sound right. I knew it as soon as I said it. Soda, chili, tomato sauce, spices, hot peppers, orange juice. Yeah, I know what bonfire night is, Lisa. Y'all just had it on the 5th of November. Remember, the 5th of November. Yeah. I just didn't know you had hot dogs at bonfire night. I figured it would be marshmallows. But I guess hot dogs work too. Anything fatty, no gallbladder, pickles, seafood, Mexican, grapefruit juice. That's bad on my acid reflux. Wings, wine. Oh, Jerry. Oh, honey. I'm so sorry. Eggnog, deep fried foods. Nana says any kind of food. Veggies, alcohol, greasy food. Broccoli. I'll add Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts, but man. We'll just say you don't want to be in the room with me after a couple hours after that. Name something coffee that can be murder on your stomach. This says soda, tea, alcohol, hot pepper or sauce, chilies and beans, coffee, and espresso. Does anybody have a hard time with coffee? Other than like if I drink too much and I get the shakes. Baked beans and brown beans. Yeah. Does anybody have a problem with coffee though? Does it make your stomach hurt? I don't know. Okay. Name something you can catch. Something you can catch. So we talked about earlier, those of you that are aware, We did talk about the retreat, the Missouri retreat, which will be in October the 7th through the 10th in Hamilton, Missouri. We have one more spot available. Otherwise, you will be on the wait list. And please make sure that if you do register, that you also put down a deposit, because that deposit is what secures your spot more than the registration does. But it's a 2-step process. Register, put down your deposit, and then you can join the Facebook group. And on December 1st, that Facebook group, if you're not actually attending the retreat, I'm going to be removing you from the Facebook group. Since that group was intended for the people that are going to be attending, that's where all the information will go through and all of that kind of stuff. So I know that there's some of you that are in there that are interested. So just be aware that that's going to happen December 1st. But one more spot left, and then we'll open up our wait list. And just because you get waitlisted for my retreat or the one in Michigan, doesn't mean you won't get to attend. It just means you're on hold for right now. But if a spot opens up, then you'll get to go. And don't think just because you're on there, you won't get to go. Okay? Okay. Let's roll back up. Something you can catch. Let's see what you got. The Rona. Yeah. The turducken. That's what we're calling it. Turducken. The cold. A cold. Yes. A ball. A virus. The flu. Oh, so Autistic says she has a problem with heartburn, but she still drinks coffee 24/7. I could see how it would give you heartburn. Oh, Kelly, that's a good one. She says an airplane. You can catch an airplane. A frog, an STD. Yes, you could also do that. A train, an attitude. A taxi or a ride. No, Victoria, there's still one after yours, actually. So, yes, still one after yours. Yeah, those are all good things. Now, my card only says, and one of them, nobody said, I didn't see anybody say it, a cold or an illness, a ball, or a fish. Nobody said fish, I don't think. If you did, correct me. But nobody said fish. Oh, Shalene said fish. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't see it. So Shalene said fish. So there is that one. Whoop. Oh, let's go over here and start doing these. Okay, the next one up is name something of which you're sure to find plenty of dirty ones in a bachelor's apartment. Something that you're sure to find plenty of dirty ones in a bachelor's apartment. Keep it clean, please. It's still mid-afternoon, you guys. And some of you are dirty, dirty birds. So the other retreat that will be in Michigan is going to be at the end of June. And Kara, which is the principal diamond painter, Crashly, Crafts with Crashly, Jennifer, DP Addiction Adventures, and Mindy of Mindy's Diamond Moment are organizing that one. So those are the people that you can reach out to for information on their retreats. And they'll be able to give you some specifics about that one. It will be held at the end of June in Michigan. Now, they are full already and already have quite a few people on the wait list. But, like I said, never be afraid of a wait list. So, next month, let's see, we've got another mystery DP swap coming up. That'll be in January. We've got the DAC winter paint along. I can't remember what it is already again. Y'all told me earlier. We've got several collabs. I think there's Chuck Pinson one coming up. There's a Dreamer Designs, I heard. There's another one, and I can see it in my head, and I can't remember the name of it. Okay, so plenty of dirty things in a bachelor's apartment. Hello, Robert. Socks, dishes, underwear, clothes, pants, sheets. That's a good one. Yay, Randy, welcome back. She got her internet back. Yeah, you are, Christy. I love you, dearest, but you can be a dirty, dirty bird. Magazine, says Gail. Sinks, toilet. Ew. Winter with DAC. Thank you. The Wolf Along. Oh, yes, there's a Wolf Along. That's the one. That's what it is. I was like, I could see the picture in my head, and I'm like, well, what is it called, George? Mistria says there's the Thankful November collaboration right now and a Dragon collaboration in February. A dirty carpet as well. Oh, a Lizzie Falcon Christmas. Hashtag deck the halls with TSA. Ooh. Very nice. Okay, so survey says clothes or laundry, dishes or glasses, girly magazines, and towels. Did anybody say towels? We can all be just a little bit of a dirty bird, Christy. That's fine. Nobody's saying nothing. I'm not judging you. Do your thing. Just remember it's mid-afternoon. And so we're likely to have children listening. Okay, so name a movie that took place on the water. A movie that took place on the water. I'm trying to think. We did draw Secret Santa names. So again, I'm going to say thank you to those of you that are participating in our Secret Santa swap. We drew names on the first. Some people have already gotten their gifts. I know the person that I drew, her name is Alicia, and she received hers yesterday. I think Amanda's gotten one. If you're participating in that and you've already gotten your gift, put that down in chat as well, please. Because there's lots of people that have already gotten them. Some of them have just been sent and they haven't been received yet. So mine's in the mail somewhere and I can't wait to see what I got blessed with. Because I had a lot of stuff on my wish list, y'all. I ain't playing. It was a lot. It was a lot. Now, we're also using that for our Christmas gifts for the family this year. So I only had to make one list instead of doing one there and one over on Amazon and, you know, one wherever and dropping hints. And when I say dropping hints, I send a text message and say, here's what I want. Okay, let's see here. Something or a movie that took place on the water. Woo, y'all were on that one. Y'all are really on that one. Finish it February. Any craft that needs finishing. I got a lot of those, and it ain't all going to get done in February, Crystal. I promise. Hey, Jen. Working and lurking, no problem. Hey, Dave. How are you doing? How was the move? I know you got settled in, and you got to go hang out with Nana, and I'm kind of jealous about that, by the way. I mean, we know, I mean, she got to meet Hank, and I know we got her for a weekend, but the fact that y'all are so close together is awesome. We would love to make the next retreat. However, Amber and I are planning a Disney World trip next December, and we have to have that paid off by next November. No way to work in an extra $800. Hey, I understand that. And especially if you've never been to Disney, it's worth going at least once in your life. I've been lucky enough to go twice. Both times I was in high school and went with a band. I liked the attractions in Florida better, but the weather in San Diego or Anaheim, wherever it actually is in California, was so much better. Like, it was gorgeous weather, except for the smog, which I did have a little bit of a hard time breathing in the smog. Other than that, the weather was so much better in Cali than it was in Florida. I nearly like melted in Florida. And even then, I would have just stayed on the sidewalk because of the humidity. Ugh. Gross. It's just gross. Those of you that live in Florida, I'm sorry. It's just gross. Okay, so here we go. A movie that took place on the water. Mallory Hunt, I think you might be behind. Kelly says Titanic. Check. Jaws. Check. Jen, this painting is actually really good. I'm liking the quality. I love the cover. I love that they, like, the black on the sheet is number 1, and on their symbol is number 1. Makes a lot of sense. I love that too. So yeah, I wish they were still doing paintings. I would buy from them again. And I know you've got some, and there's one that I do kind of want. Jaws, Titanic, Waterworld. That one's on here. Yep. On the Waterfront. I don't know that one, Mickey. Last one of Sandra Bullock. On Golden Pond. The Lake House. Castaway. Yep, that one's on the water. Hunt for Red October. That one's on the list. One of those speed movies with the boat. Oh, yeah. Was it like Speed 17 or something like that? I'm pretty sure that one was on the water. Dear John. Yes, that took place on the beach, didn't it? Shark's Tale. Nemo. Victoria has already received her gift. That's awesome. The Perfect Storm. That one was on a ship, wasn't it? The ship was stuck out at sea and they got caught up in a giant monster hurricane or something. I think that's what that one was. Shalene has gotten hers already. Wow. Moana, that's a good one. Yvonne got hers. Wow, guys, I'm impressed. Mystria got hers. Deep Blue Sea. Make sure you guys are marking that you received your gifts, please. That helps me out when I have to start tracking people down. That will help me out with that. And I want to see pictures because I'm nosy. So, also that. Angie says Deep Blue Sea. Deanne ordered hers yesterday. Diamond Queen has hers sent. Angie's got her painting for the Wolf Along. So you can count her in for that. And her Chuck Pinson. Ooh, Captain Phillips. That's a good one, Cheryl. Victoria used to work at Disney. Which one, Victoria? Hi, Dreamer. How are you? Crystal, you've been over 200 times to Disney? Wow. Nana's never been to Disney. Mystery says she's gone to Disney World 15 times, but never been to Disneyland. I want to see how different it is from Disney World. It's a lot of the stuff is the same, but then you go into different parks, like they have California Adventure. And then even then, like Main Street USA and Cinderella's Castle and all that kind of stuff, all of that is the same, but different. Like, you know, you're not at the park in Florida, but a lot of the stuff is very similar. So maybe that's the word I should be using. It's all very similar, but not the same. Hello, Crane's Creations. Dave says he went for Christmas in '89 to Orlando, shorts and tank tops. That's what we're planning for. Yeah, that would be the perfect time. We went at the beginning of June, right after school let out. And it was miserable. And even if you're not fat, you get chub rub from just like your clothes rubbing. And it is just not pleasant at all. I did not enjoy that. I enjoyed the trip because I was a freshman in high school and I was with my friends for a full week. Pretty much unsupervised. in the happiest place on earth, but also I was sweating in places I didn't know we're supposed to sweat. So we'll leave it that way. Lisa says, oh, she's talking to Angie. Adrift is another good one. Autistic Perspective says she went, I'm sorry, are you a she or a he? Or do you prefer a non-gendered pronoun? Let me know, Autistic Perspective. I apologize for assuming. I went to Disney when I was 10, and I've been to Tokyo Disneyland twice. One day you will go to Disney in Florida. Ooh, I wonder what Disneyland Tokyo is like. Like, I think that would be fun to go to one like Paris or Tokyo or something like that. Treva, hello Treva. It says Splash. Yes, that one's about the mermaid. It's Daryl Hannah, wasn't it? Am I thinking of the right movie? I think Splash was Daryl Hannah. Speed 2. Oh, so it wasn't Speed 7. Nights in Rodanthe. Hello, hello, Brittany. Crystal says, wait, you said on the water, not in the water. Nemo doesn't count. Well, you know, close enough. So Jen says she can't decide what to get her Secret Santa, but no worries, it will be bought and sent by the 20th. Yeah. So my Santa actually made it pretty easy because they didn't have a lot on the list. And so I chose the things that I would want to get. But if they have a lot of stuff and it's a lot of really cool stuff on the list, I can see where it would be hard to choose. Sylvia says the Blue Lagoon. That was, yep. Victoria's gift is sent. She worked at the Magic Kingdom. Sylvia says she's been to Disney 4 times and you can repeat 100 more times. Love it. I visited once by Halloween and one by Christmas. Ooh. Yeah, we were in the park and it was just, you know, just a normal time of year. There weren't like any holidays or anything like that. I would love to go at Christmas. I think that would be really pretty. But I think if I have the choice between Disney at Christmas and New York at Christmas, I'd probably go to New York. I've been to New England in the fall, and honestly, it was like one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I absolutely fell in love with it. I've been there in the summer too, but in the fall, it is just magical. So I think one Christmas in New York. A she. Thank you, Autistic Perspective. When I am at Disney, I feel like a kid again, my favorite place in the world. I feel like a kid again until my bones start hurting from all the walking that you gotta do. Disney in Tokyo has the best popcorn buckets. All right. Pirates of the Caribbean, that did take place on the water. The Life of Pi, yep. July in Orlando, don't do it. Exactly. Like, we were there in June and it was bad enough. I can't imagine what July would be like. I mean, we went, because we went with the band, they had asked us, we'd been invited to march in their parade. You know, the parades that they do every day. And the only problem with that is that the color guard, which is what I was in, we wore black spandex. And the band had long-sleeved pant uniforms made of wool. And while wool is not as hot as a lot of people think it is, it's hot enough because under their wool uniforms, they also have on a t-shirt and a pair of shorts. So we get out there and it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, right after it has rained, you know, because it always rains about 3 o'clock in the afternoon in Florida in the summer. And I think the route was just under a mile, you know, from where you line up to the ending point. And we're marching along. We got people falling out left, right, and center because they are overheating, passing out, all of that kind of stuff. We finally get to the end. And as soon as because they take you back into the forbidden section, you know, back behind the walls, behind the gates and things, like where the characters go, or at least they used to. This was our experience. And they were literally waiting back there with water hoses. And so as soon as you put your instrument down in a safe place and you started stripping your uniform off, they would just hose us down because it was so hot. People were getting sick. I mean, it was pretty miserable, not going to lie. That was not the best experience that I've ever had. And we were in leotards, full leotards. And so we couldn't just strip down as the color guard. So they finally got us into an air-conditioned building so that we could get cooler. Yeah. Christmas time at Disney is, excuse me. Oh, I'm missing all kinds of stuff. Sorry, but don't really love New York. I prefer Chicago. I've never been to Chicago. Well, I've never been anywhere except the Chicago airport. Let's put it that way. Christmas at Disney is pretty. Also, their resorts are pretty at Christmas time. I imagine they go all out. Do you guys think they will have the Macy's parade this year? I seriously doubt it. To be real honest, I seriously doubt it. Wolfpack said, we went in June as well. I thought it was fine. Well, of course, we just got out of winter, so loved the warmth. Fair enough. I got to go march 2 times in the Disney parade in high school. The best experience. Yeah. The one in California was fantastic. It was a lot of fun. And the one in Florida, other than it just being so blasted hot, wasn't bad. But we had quite a few people that were down and out for a while from the heat. And of course, a lot of that was probably teenagers with a pass for, whatever drinks that we wanted in the park, and we're not drinking water, probably were dehydrated, all that kind of fun stuff. If I had to make a guess as an adult looking back. Melody, hello Melody, says it has already been canceled. I'm assuming she's talking about the Macy's Day Parade. So Sylvia says the best time for her at Disney, the one in Anaheim, is November, the weekend of the Black Friday. So the temperature is okay and you can take advantage of the sales. Oh, very nice thinking there. Christy's still folding clothes. Moment of silence for Christy. Oh, man. The not fun parts of being an adult. There's Mayhem. Hello, Heffa. Sylvia says, many people said that Chicago is the cheaper version of New York City. In my opinion, not so cheap. They have an avenue like Fifth Avenue in New York, have a big park like New York. Okay. I just haven't ever had a reason to go to Chicago. I have technically been to New York multiple times, both if you count the airport. And then I had a friend that was living in Philadelphia, and I went up it was the week of Halloween a couple years. I think it was 2014 is when I went. And so we got to do the touristy things in Philly, and then we drove over to Boston and did the touristy things in Boston for a few days and drove back. And we were going to go to Gettysburg as well, but the weather all week long was perfect. It was like gorgeous, 65 degrees, sunny, all the fall colors. And then Friday night, we were going to go to Gettysburg on Saturday. Friday night, a cold front came in, and it went from 65 to like 40 and raining. So we did not Gettysburg. But we did get to go through New York to get to Boston. Folding clothes, what's that? I know. Mine just stay in the dryer most of the time. And then, like, if they're wrinkled, I just turn the dryer back on again for like 15 minutes. That's how you roll when you're single adulting. And you don't own clothes that have to be ironed. Just saying. It has its upsides. Okay. Hey, Sarah, how are you doing? Mayhem says she wants a folding machine. You know, there's a lot of things that the 50s promised us that we would have by now that we don't have. And I'm pretty sure a folding machine was one of those things. Now, it could be argued that we have those things just in different ways. So if we have clothes that don't wrinkle, do they have to be folded? Does that count as a folding machine? So there's your question. If you have clothes that don't wrinkle and don't have to be folded, does that count as a folding machine? Connie says she irons the same way with the dryer. Exactly, Connie. You got me, girl. You know. I'm just saying. And hello. Yes. And then once you answered that question, I will ask you another Family Feud question. I'm going to take a minute and let my throat rest because it's getting a little sore. Take a drink, and I'm just drinking water. I might switch to the tequila later, but for now it's just water. Mallory says that she got her first Dreamer designs. Very nice. I saw somebody said their 2.0 or whatever version we're on now came out. I believe Mindy said she bought some before she went out and worked on the yard. Sarah says she went to the store and now staying in. It is -4 degrees / 25 degrees Fahrenheit today. So a good day to diamond paint and listen to the DP-thon. Yeah. I mean, I know for you Canadians that that's not really that cold, but negatory Ghost Rider on that. You can keep that weather. I like it chilly. I don't like it that chilly. Just saying. So yes, Sarah, stay in. Enjoy the peace and quiet. Stay snugly and warm. Although we did have a cold front come through here. I'm in Texas, for those of you that aren't aware. And y'all, I was loving it. It was like 40 degrees. It felt fantastic. My air conditioner was still on. I was all snuggy. I got to wear my new Harry Potter socks my sister bought me. I got to wear a blanket scarf. I didn't get to wear a blanket scarf all winter last year because it never got cold enough. I got to wear a blanket scarf. I was like in hog heaven, y'all. Hog heaven. Just happy as a clam. Oh, Cal's drinking the pink gin. All right, Cal. You know what? Your mouth is hurting. You go ahead. That might help. That might be what finally kills it. You got some whiskey? Whiskey will help, or some scotch. Those will definitely help that tooth pain. But I've never had pink gin, so it might help just as well. Just make sure if you do the tequila that you check the shot glass size first. Yes, yes, yes. I actually don't even think I own a shot glass anymore, to be real honest. So it'll probably be more along the lines of check the solo cup lines first. So I'm still telling you, those were just Texas margaritas, and y'all were just being sissies about it. These are so strong. It's fine. That's how we do it in Texas. I tried to convince them. They didn't believe me. Just saying. Oh, Elizabeth says that was her punishment for spending money. So Victoria also bought some Dreamer designs today. Which ones did you get? Tia says this would technically be their 3.0, but I haven't heard it referred to as such. They have rounds. Well, you know, I like to give things names. We're nicknaming type of people around here. And Tia, did you see my glam? I'm just asking for a friend. Did you see the glam that I did for you? Lashes and all. Sarah says, nope, quite pleasant, actually. Exactly. Your quite pleasant is my very cold. Anything below freezing is a little too chilly. Dave says he misses North Dakota, but he doesn't miss the negative temps. You will miss the snow, though. Yeah, it hasn't snowed here in like 5 years. At least nothing that actually stuck to the ground and stayed for a while. You know, it'll melt as soon as it hits the ground. Christy says she's taking a break because her back is killing her. Understandable. AP says, depends on where in Canada you are. You're in Vancouver. It's pretty mild. A lot of rain, though. Which is fair, but isn't it like Vancouver's right on the ocean, right? Or parts of Vancouver are right on the ocean. And then you have like Vancouver Island and all that kind of stuff. So that's why it doesn't get quite so cold, is because y'all are on the ocean. Jenny says they had a cold front here for a couple of weeks, but then today it's pretty warm. Yeah, I had my window open or my side glass door open until I started the live, and it's really pleasant. I have the fan going, just a little tower fan, ceiling fan in the bedroom, and it's probably about 77 degrees outside. It's very nice. Connie says they've had their first, or you have rain today, the first time in 8 months. Wow. That's crazy. Cal says she doesn't have any other alcohol, so she thought, why not? Hey, you know what, Cal? Do it, babe. If it makes you feel better and makes you stop hurting, nobody's going to say any different. Mayhem's got a rum and coke. She loves her rum and cokes. I'm surprised it's not Kahlua, though. Cal says, good girl, Mayhem, a lady after my own heart. Melody says she collects shot glasses from different places. I did that in college, Melody, and then I eventually got rid of all of them and started collecting coffee cups and Christmas ornaments. Is that when you know you're an adult, when you stop collecting shot glasses and start collecting coffee cups? Is that the line where it happens? Angie says it's 70 degrees in Minnesota. This is unbelievably warm this week, and it feels so good. The sun is out and bright. Yeah, that's very warm for Minnesota this time of year. I was rocking that glam look. Tia says, yes, I saw. I had my mask on and was spraying my polymer clay pens with acrylic sealer. Gotcha. Victoria says she brought Christmas cards, Chuck Pinson, and an order or a pre-order one. Elisa asked, what's snow? Exactly. It's kind of how I feel about it lately. I'm like, we're good. We're due a good ice storm this year. We haven't had one of those in a while. One of those that shuts down the city for like 3 or 4 days and we all get to stay at home. And I think I'm only saying that because I have been back at work since May, like actually going into the building at work. Most other people are probably like, I need to get out of this house or I'm going to lose my mind. You missed the glam look, Mayhem. You did. Yeah, AP says right on the coast. That's what I thought. I mean, I'm not great with Canadian geography, but I do okay. Christy says, anyone want to finish folding and putting away clothes? No. Christy, we had this conversation. I don't even put away my own clothes. Crystal says, the phone died. Too much fun for it, I guess. Yes, plug that thing in. Tia says, I need eyelashes like yours. Yours were so darn heavy. So mine are, I'm pretty sure mine are called Demi Wispies. I'll have to send you a picture of the packaging, Tia, so that you can see what they are. They're very light. I can't even tell really that I have them on. These are the type that I prefer when I wear them. I don't like those super heavy ones. Plus, those super heavy ones with my eye shape make my eyes look like I've got them closed all the time. So it doesn't really work with eyes that are slightly hooded. Let's see here. Yep, there you are. I can see you. Come here. Sarah says she just got her everlasting tips in the mail. Looking forward to trying them out. If I like these ones, I definitely want the 4-placer. So Sarah, Jen Roberts had one of her pens. I think it was a Patriotic Beauty pen, and I know they just changed their name. And hers had the different placers. I don't know if they were everlasting or if they were Texas tips, but they were fantastic. I have always been a fan since the very first time I tried it of my thin 4-placer, which is what's on this pen. And I have used it, and we were at the retreat, and Dawn Marie, I showed her my pen, or my old 4-placer, and I had literally filed it down so many times that there was barely any room for the diamonds to go in, and it was already, scalloped because I'd been using it for so long, and she was so nice to give me some extra 4-placers. But I used that one on Jen's pen, and I was like, yes, I actually really need to have these. They were fantastic. I really liked it. I liked the pen, too. The pen was great. Lisa says she lives in West Virginia, and it hardly snows where I live anymore. It used to snow a lot. Yeah. Oh, Crayon Mayhem says she switched it up. Jen says she plans on having a Mike Blackberry Lemonade in a few. Are you talking about the Mike's Hard Lemonade? Billy is having JB and Sprite, which is Jim Beam and Sprite, I believe. Melody says she has moonshine from the Smoky Mountains. I do love a good moonshine, especially if it's flavored. Oh, you love that. You're an adult when you switch from collecting shot glasses to collecting coffee cups. Yeah, I think that's where the line is. 75 in Grand Rapids. We are such hard drinkers. We have had a bottle of Kahlua for 11 years. Yeah, I've got a bottle of vodka, cherry flavored vodka in my freezer that I've had for 4 years. I bought it for a camping trip the first year I lived here, and we made adult cherry limeades with it, and that's the only time I've ever used it. So it's basically just taking up space in the freezer. Melody says, you hope no, because I collected shot glasses and I'm 60. Gwen has never seen snow. Mallory's never been to Disney at Christmas. Mallory, babe, you're behind on the chat. It is 2020. This is fair. This is true. We don't drink a lot either. I had more alcohol at the retreat than you've had in 2 years combined. Treva says, we are enjoying 72 degrees here. You're just outside of Baltimore, Maryland. Mom and Granny says it's pneumonia weather. Yeah, when it gets warm and then it gets super cold really fast, that's when everybody starts getting sick. Christy says it's going to stay there till I get back to it a couple of days later. Fair enough. I don't think that's being lazy. I think that's being realistic, y'all. My house is never spotless. It's always lived in. Sometimes it's just downright dirty. And you know what? It's okay, because when I eventually kick the bucket, hopefully many, many years from now, I seriously doubt I'm going to be judged on how clean my house is when I kick over. If that's your concern, you got bigger issues. Just saying. Tia says that's what I need. That's how I feel like my eyes were closed and needed to close. Yeah. I'll have to show you where I got these, babe. They're at Tia, so you know. They're very light weight. They're really easy to wear. Yeah. These are my go-to, and they're pretty cheap, honestly. I only paid like $2 a pair. Diamond Queen has an hour till she has to head to work. We've got about 30 minutes left, I think. Is that right? Somebody help me with the schedule. I put it together and I don't know what it is. Marilyn says she doesn't dare drink with the meds she takes, so it's good you don't have a problem with it. Yeah, the thin 4-placers are awesome. Marilyn says she loves the thin ones, 4, 7s, and 10s. Oh, Sarah says that's great to know. Adding it to your Christmas list now. Yes. The thin 4-placers as well. Mine always have the scalloped edges. Yeah. Pineapple margarita. Oh, she's getting real adventurous, y'all. I'm still an old-fashioned margarita, like the original margarita girl. That's my jam. That's my comfort zone. I will probably be an old-fashioned margarita girl forever and ever. I like a strawberry. I like mango's okay. I'm not the biggest fan of mango, but it's okay. In a pinch. Do love a strawberry swirl as well. If it's a margarita, I'm probably going to like it. Let's be honest. So Diamond Queen says her fiance has apple pie moonshine from Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I love apple pie moonshine and peach moonshine. Oh, yeah. I do love it. Now, it only takes a couple of sips, but oof, it is a good way to go. Melody says she has green apple moonshine and it tastes like a Jolly Rancher. Yeah. How many of y'all were in that generation where you took a Zima, which is a wine cooler for those of you outside the States? I don't know if you have them or not. And you put Jolly Ranchers in it to flavor it up. Just like a regular Zima with the Jolly Ranchers. That was me in college. Yep. That was me. Creative says she blames France wine with every meal. 73 in Northwest Missouri. Conversations. It's raining in Cali. Back and did not buy a thing. You know what, Mystical? I'm giving you a cowbell for that. That deserves a cowbell. Congratulations. Way to go, girl. Hello, Amanda. So AP says her 6-placer always has scalloped edges. You filed it twice, and you've only been diamond painting since June. Yeah. I think that's why I would like the metal one, is so that you don't have to do all of that. And I don't really press that hard compared to some people. Like, I'm not driving my drills in, especially when I'm single placing. I'm very light with my single placing. Gail says you want your kids to remember the fun, not stand over me and say, dang, she was a good housekeeper. Exactly. Exactly. You know, I mean, I've already arranged for that one friend. Everybody's got to have that one friend to go hide the embarrassing stuff. But after that, like, yeah, I might have some dishes in my sink. What's the big? Apple pie moonshine with a splash of whipped vodka. Ooh. My friends and I are always making drinks. Treva, I think we might need to hang out. Because you're speaking my language, girl. Speaking my language. Hey, and I finally caught up. Yay! I'm down at the bottom of chat. Yeah. And Pippa is here. Hey, girl. How you doing? Did you sleep good? You feeling good? Because you're on not too much longer, a couple hours. trying to think. Give me a second. If one of my mods will grab the DP-thon link, it looks like Billy is following after me. So he'll be the next up in line, and then it will be Mindy, and then Brandy, and then Jenny. Apparently we're doing all the E ending names. I didn't do that on purpose, I promise. So Billy, Mindy, Brandy, Jenny, the Uncrafty Crafter, and then Pippa, and Crane's Creations, and Christy, and that will round it out for this evening and tonight. And then we will kick back up again bright and early, like before the sun comes up tomorrow, with Rivka from Australia. And I don't know what that accent was. I apologize in advance. Sorry. I don't know what, I don't know. It just came out. Everybody's saying hi. Crystal's going to go plug her phone in. Sleep not so good, but woke up okay. Well, sometimes that's all you can ask for, right? Okay, so before we start heading out, we've got about 15 minutes left. And just like we did earlier today, some of you were there, and you can either reshare or hopefully you'll have another new weekend win. This is something I do on my channel on Wednesdays when I go live. And it is a way for us to celebrate with each other, successes, goals met, great news, all of that kind of stuff. It's a good way to focus on the positives in life, because I believe that's truly what you have to do to be happy. I've noticed a huge change in my attitude this year while I've been doing this. Thanks to some of my friends, luckily, that listen to me rant and then tell me to get over it. Even when that's not what I want to hear, that does help. Letting things go and moving on and all of that kind of stuff. So we are going to do Wednesday wins, and we're going to count our blessings once more. So those of you on Wednesdays that do this with me, if you will lead us off, and then as people start getting the idea of how to do it, if you will feel free to join in. You do not have to share, but if you have something you would like to, please go ahead. Now is the time. There we go. So who is the barkeep tonight? Heard all this drink talk. Listen, I think everybody's pouring their own. I think it was a BYOB situation. Bring your own booze. I'm drinking water. Just saying. Got to hydrate. And then I'm going to go take all this 5 pounds of makeup off. I'm going to send Tia a picture first, though. I think she'll like that. Tia, you want a picture? So I can actually prove I do own makeup and do wear it occasionally. Pippa says, your husband dragged you to some caves yesterday. They were incredible. If it's anything like that waterfall picture you posted, I can't wait to see it on your Instagram. All right, so Jen's going to start us off. She says, weekend win. Great weekend off of chaos and spending time with family, both biological and DP-wise. Shalene says she just finished another coloring page a few minutes ago, plus talked to my dad on the phone. And as you know, finishes get the cowbell. So give me a second and I'll ring it. There is a cowbell finish. For Shalene, AP says her daughter and you got a negative result on our turducken test. So you are grateful it is only a cold. I am very happy to hear that. Ain't nobody wants turducken, okay? Nobody wants it. It sucks real hard and not in a good way, okay? I could go further, but it is Wednesday. It's Saturday afternoon, so I won't. So Crystal says her Saturday win is your project for your live is all prepped, and you made stickers today so far. Yes, I am super excited to get my sticker. It's going to go on my TARDIS blue car since it is a TARDIS, and I didn't do that exactly on purpose. as far as buying a TARDIS blue car, it just worked out that way. Because my choices were TARDIS blue or Longhorn orange, and everybody knows I'm not doing Longhorn orange. So TARDIS blue it was. So Jerry says her sweet foster daughter has been with them for 3 years now. Congratulations and happy family day for you. That is awesome. Creative says Wednesday win, DP-a-thon, baby. Tia says your weekend win is you're so glad that I now know the words no buy or budget. What no buy or budget mean. Thank goodness for shopping outlets. Oh my goodness. Mysterious says another win is that you completed a winter themed miniature tin for your hubby's mother for her birthday, and it is so cute. There you go. I'm trying not to ring it too loud because of my neighbors, you guys. Cal says she is thankful for all of us, and we are so thankful for you. Cal will be going at 2 Central Time tomorrow, which is 3 Eastern, I believe. Something along those lines. Drea says her win is having an amazing husband that is stepping up right now to not only take care of me being sick, but all the things the kids need. That's what they're supposed to be there for, hun. So if he's doing that job, and he is doing it well. Whoop. Oh no. Hold on. Stop. Katia says, yes, send her a pic. Pippa's on in like 6 hours. Yep. Christy says she'll be very upset if you're the only one dancing in your video. I think there will probably be more dancing tomorrow. So I did have a bra on earlier because I had to go to the store real quick. I had to make a quick run and I took it off. If I still had it on, I would dance. But nobody needs to see that. I do not want to traumatize any of you any more than I already do. So, yeah. Dawn says today's win, she rescued a doggie and transported her to her foster mom. She was in a terrible situation. She is adorable and as sweet as can be. That is so fantastic, Dawn. I'm glad that you got that puppy out of a bad situation and into a loving, even if it's not home, but a loving foster situation. Excuse me. Elisa says her win is her Nana still being okay at the age of 97. So my grandma will turn 92 on the 15th of this month. And when turducken started, she basically was like, well, if that's what takes me out, that's what takes me out. So you can't tell her nothing. She's just doing what she's doing. And I'm just like, okay, can you please like stay home? She's like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm like, okay, grandma, whatever you say. So I'm just hoping and praying that she makes it through all of this because I am not ready. Not even a little bit for all of that. So Drea says you have another win. All the prayers from the community for not only me right now, but also the other people praying for my son. Yes, absolutely. Mallory says she's a tequila girl. Mystical is proud of herself. You should be. Pippa says, that's awesome, Lisa. Her dad is 93. So Crystal says, you don't need a white one. Don't you need a white one then so you can see it? No, because I'll put it on my window. On the car, my windows are tinted. So it'll go on my back glass. And I drive an SUV, so you'll be able to see it. It'll be fine. Do not know those words. Oh, that makes way more sense, Tia. Tia says, shout out to Jeremiah. Paula says her weekend win is a little bit of time to DP, some more boxes unpacked from the moves, and final word of permanent work from home and not having to work on the hospital campus going forward. That is awesome. Crystal says, dance in your chair, Marissa. I'm doing that. No. They still move too much. Sorry. My girls like to dance and they're doing something different than what I'm doing. So, again, nobody wants to see that. There we go. Hubby's eyes got really big when you started talking about bras. Oh, come on, Kevin. It's not that bad. Christy says, I put on a bra and called Crashly out to dance off. Yes, Odd is so good about posting links and all of that. Lisa says, same with her Nan. She's so stubborn. They are. Like, my grandma was born in 1928. So she was born the year before the stock market crashed and the Great Depression. Our family was farmers in West Texas in the middle of the Dust Bowl. So those were her formative years. Her husband was taken prisoner in World War II on the island of Bataan. So that was 1941. So just after the war started, he was a Japanese prisoner of war for the rest of the war. Didn't make it home until 46 or 45, late 45, early 46. She has raised her 5 kids and multiple other kids, sued the school district so that they would have a softball team. Like, my grandma's a badass, y'all. Like, excuse the language, but she is. And so I'm just kind of like, all right, Grandma, you know what? You do you. So I hope I'm at least half of the woman that she is. Melody says, good health. My mother was a nurse, and she always said, if you have your health, you have everything. Exactly. Victoria's grandma will be 91 in December. Gail says her boys are spending the day with their sister. So you're getting caught up on things and DP and chats. Exactly. Marilyn, her mother-in-law is 89 and has turducken. So we're going to send up a prayer for Marilyn's mother-in-law and hope for the best there. Exactly, Christy. Nobody needs black eyes. It's already going to be bad enough when I take all this makeup off because I'm wearing like some super dark colors on my eyes. AP says, here's another win. You just liked and subscribed. Finding new channels is always a win. Thank you so much for doing that. And we are happy to have you here. Crystal says I'm funny. I don't try to be funny. I just, you know. He goes, what? Oh my God, I'm dying. Oh man. Woo, okay. Yep, exactly, Marilyn. Lisa says, my auntie said to her, you need a walker. She replied, no, thank you. They're for old people. That is awesome. There's my sister. Tammy got her diamond painting all kitted up. She was working on that a little bit yesterday. So I think, did you get the owl, Tammy? Dang it. Is that the one that you took home? Oh, hey, Rajul. Welcome, welcome. We've been missing you. How are you doing? Yep, next up is Billy. We are getting just about to that time, folks. So, make sure that you keep tuning in. We have several more hours of fun and laughs for you. Billy is a great host over on his channel. It's very chill. He has a good time, though. He's already got his drink going. He has 2 camera angles, which I'm going to have to talk to him, figure out how he does that. But he's got 2 camera angles, so you'll be able to see his face and his diamond painting as he's working on it, which is super cool. I'm going to move all of this one more time. Those of you that weren't here at the beginning, you get to see glammed up Marissa one last time before I go take all this off because my face is starting to itch. And let me switch cameras here as I say goodbye. Hello. So this is the full glam look. I usually would do this without glasses, which is why I keep taking my glasses off. I'm sorry I didn't have time to do my hair, but it is what it is. So eyelashes, lipstick, and all. Tia, this is for you. I want to say thank you, everyone, for taking time out of your day to spend with me. I want to say thank you for hanging out with us during this DP-a-thon and all of our new creators. I hope that you find some new friends. You find some new people to watch, because that's what it's all about, just spending time with each other. Do remember to give your creators some grace, because some of our creators are new to lives or have smaller channels and are not used to a lot of people in their lives. And it is hard to keep up with chat and do your project and think of all the things that you wanted to say. So let's extend some grace this weekend to our creators as they kind of catch on to this and we go along. Thank you all for coming. I'm so happy to see everybody. I'm very happy to see some of you that I haven't talked to in a long time. It's always fun to see old friends that I've talked to before and just don't see much of anymore. Hello, Rosebud. Thank you. We are saying goodbye and moving on to the next one. There's Liz. Oh, she says I'm sexy. Thank you, Liz. So we're going to go over and hang out with Billy. Yeah, face paints for adults. It's exactly what makeup is. Come on, guys. We're going to go hang out with Billy. I'm going to go to the little girl's room because I've had a lot of water. And I will talk to you guys later on in the chat. If you are not subscribed and you liked what you saw, please hit that subscribe button. Ring that cowbell, because we all know everybody needs more cowbell in their lives. And until I see you guys next time, happy diamond painting. Bye.